Guys, Ariel over here at Finest. Today, what I am doing is processing some currants. Currants are, well, they grow in a cultivated form as well. What I have is wild currants that were growing in a few different places around my house. Not like right up against it, but in the woods and such in the surrounding area. They're pretty small, as you can see. They grow in kind of, that's one I didn't pick the stem off of, in little clusters. I've got an orange variety, a really red variety, and then somewhere in this bowl there's one that's kind of in between, half orange and half red. Anyway, I really enjoy their taste. They are a little bit stemmy and seedy, I believe even a little bit more so than a cultivated currant, but they make a delicious juice. And if you want to take the time to pick every stem off, they make a great eating berry too. They're a little tart. I think especially the orange ones taste very citrusy to me. I think of them as kind of my mountain orange juice. They don't taste exactly like orange juice, but it does have a citrusy flavor. So what I am doing here, and this is easiest to do outside because you can sometimes make a mess, is just running them through this Victoria strainer. I grew up using these for many years for mostly spaghetti sauce and applesauce, because you can put whole whatever's in it and it strains all of the, there you can kind of see some of the other colors underneath there. It strains all of the juice or pulp out this side and all of the, that's what I forgot to get, all the seeds and stems and peels or whatever out the other side. I need to get a container for that. There we go. So, I'll just give you guys a close-up here in just a second, but this is just a little hand crank strainer. It's easiest to work with if you can anchor it to something good and solid. This little food serving bench I've got outside works well, and like I said, keeps any little drips and such out of the house, though I have used it inside. It's just handier to do outdoors. So you can probably see right here all the seeds and little stems that I didn't take the time to pick all off coming out. And if I flip the camera around, you will see all the yummy juice coming out the other side. So this is going to take a little bit. I love wild foraging for things because as much as I love to garden, it is awesome when you can go just pick things without having had to do any planting, watering, weeding, caring for all year. They do take some time to pick. One of my good friends and I went out and picked these last night and today. And then I did a couple washings of them actually, because they tend to, when you're picking them, you tend to get lots of little bits of leaf and such in there. And so when you fill a bowl with water, the leaves and such float to the top and it's really easy to skim off. So I do that a couple times, stir them around, and I've got some pretty clean berries. And now I'm just going to juice them. And you could make this juice into syrup, jelly, jam. I do have a few currants that we took the time to clean up nicely, and I think I'm making a red currant meringue in just a minute when I'm done with this juice. But the juice I'm just going to process through here and then freeze in little containers and basically treat it like a orange juice concentrate, my wild mountain orange juice concentrate. It works great to just add a little bit of water and drink it, or you could, you know, thicken it up just a bit and make a syrup or something to put over. A lot of people do it over ice cream or whatever you like. Like I said, it's got a real citrusy flavor to it. They are a little bit tart. I really enjoy that. And just being able to gather wild food is so much fun when it's tasty and delicious. Now these have gotten a little bit beat up in the process of rinsing them a few times. Let me show you here what the berries really look like there. Like I said, multiple colors in there, and they've still got some little stems and blossom ends on them, but that's okay. They're going to all get squeezed out the back end right there and just go in the compost. Got the sun behind a cloud for a minute, so you might be able to see from this side. There you can see you do have to be careful. Sometimes this pulp tries to fall over just a tiny bit into the good stuff, which wouldn't hurt anything. It's just got a lot of seeds in it, which are a little crunchy in your teeth. So you just use the plunger, kind of keep pushing the berries slowly down through. And when I've processed tomatoes or applesauce, this goes a lot quicker actually. With these, there's so much seeds and stuff, it does eventually kind of plug up the screen in here and it starts going pretty slow. And I may have to stop and clean the screen to be able to finish. I'm not sure that current processing is what the Victoria strainer was ever designed for, but it works. And it's way quicker than hand cleaning every single berry. So, that is what I am doing. You guys will have to let me know what kind of berries grow. Oh, can't push it too hard, I start losing my juice around there. I'm gonna do that. Delicious. What kind of wild berries grow in your area? Okay, so got those all squeezed through my juicer. And I've got this nice, thick, pulpy juice. I'm just going to put into these containers and then freeze. Probably know this, but anytime you're freezing things, they're going to expand. So you can see how that's not full up to the top. I'm going to give it some room to do that without leaking out or exploding anything. And this is going to taste delicious throughout the winter. Earlier this year, and I just didn't have time to get video, a couple friends and I went huckleberry picking. They're another kind of berry that grows wild. You probably saw a photo of me holding a bowl of them. It's one of the best huckleberry picking years I've ever seen. And put, I think, 32 pints of huckleberries in the freezer, which is awesome. If you're not familiar with them, they look a lot like a miniature blueberry. They can take quite a while to pick because they're so small, but they don't quite taste like a blueberry. They have a different berry flavor, which I think is even better and super intense. And these currants have a very intense flavor as well. So it looks like I'm going to get 5 pints of juice here, I think. That will be a lovely addition to the berries to eat through the year. Like most other berries, especially wild ones, currants are extremely rich in antioxidants, vitamin C, vitamin K, some B vitamins, just super nutritious. So when I have the opportunity to go pick free food out of the woods, it is definitely worth the time and mess to do so. Delicious. Thanks for watching, folks. If you're interested in more info on my off-grid tiny house life, check out some of my other videos here. And if you like what you're seeing, click the little picture of my house to subscribe and then hit the little bell so YouTube actually notifies you every time there's a new video available. See y'all next time.